www.sigillacadx.com. Up close. Introduction. Push your way through the door and smell your future. Upright, open lit. 2026 June 28th issue. Up close. We are so up close to our own skin that when we take a deep breath, we can feel it fill us with life. Life we were given to live with an appreciation for ourselves and one another. Sometimes our breath catches, out of many reasons, good or ill, excitement, awe, overwhelm, even pure contentment. Each of these elements that allow you to feel alive and in place. In place is an up-close kind of awareness, especially when it comes to your papered awareness that permits you to be aware, in an extended sense of realm awareness. Realm awareness being the apex of self-awareness following the red thread of the Mother Existential mode, the thread of existence that ties you firmly to your own consciousness. The elemental positions around you are placed by your need, want, and desire to allow you room to move and be mobilized in a way that nurtures nature. Up close is a state of being, where you get to observe and participate in your own life, and as you fill it with compassion, love, and well-being, you reduce the poisonous nature of planetary isolation. You are meant to be with yourself so closely that you cannot be anywhere else at any moment in time. The space you occupy is the space given to you by the Mother. Your understanding of yourself is through the mycelial line of rooted awareness, and what you stand upon is so close up that you cannot unroot yourself no matter what. Up close is an awareness of storytelling, one that gets your attention enough that it is worth sharing. Your voice is the instrument of the telling that nurtures, not a voice that does otherwise. Time wraps around space and creates enough gravity to hold presence in place so that you register location, and location sets tone and timbre into notes of harmony. Listen to your own tone and you will know your position in time and place. This gives you the ability to thread yourself into the elemental fabric of timing. Reach past your old self, especially if it is one that came programmed with limitational drift. The red shift should be one of gathering up your best self and moving only from that position. Up close, a way of being, the bee to the flower, the breath to the lungs, the eye to the vision, the movement to the body, all part and parcel of each other on the postage stamp of the garden plan. Reach past any discouragement and see the plan, not the unfinished middle. The middle where everything seems off-kilter, out of sorts, grumpy, not made up. Make up yourself so that you can get on with it. Get on with yourself, your own breath, your own movement, your own acceptance of your purpose. Don't get lost to your upset. Don't get lost to your anger. Don't get lost to your impatience, your overwhelm, your indignation. Be sovereign. Do not dig your nation into the rut of your frustration. Be instead up close to your ability to levitate anything and everything, so that when you are present to yourself, what you see, feel, and hear nurtures you no matter what. Counting yourself as first allows you the ability to assist all others lost to the ways of up close. They become too far away from their own deep sovereign position to register the gifts of compassion, love, and well-being. Always move to creativity, and you will always find what is inside any moment given to you to fathom. Each moment has a depth, and that depth of purpose takes time to unravel. To unravel something is instantaneous when applied with a determined will and a set course of action. The garden plan is rewriting itself so that the under is loosened and aerated enough to allow new breath to surface. The under is now becoming topsoil, and the nutrients are available from ancient times, story times, of telling the most remarkable or remarked tales that simply take your breath away. The catch, the boat of ancient travel, courses through your veins and is the blood of your makeup. The stories are all made up and have always been from the very beginning. Timing is the surface and story are the layers, the threads, the fabric, the weaving, the cloth of witness, So very many are afraid to witness for fear of losing themselves in the world of Fae. Trim their ears, trim their toes, trim their feathers, trim, trim, trim. Anything to remain outside the magic that truly resolves, dissolves, and solutions an alchemy that needs to be. The bee is up close to the flower, knows it is inside the borders of the garden, knows direction, knows purpose, knows it is necessary to be up close in order to accomplish its purpose. That is Fae, that is beyond limit. That is without restraint, that is freely given over to the purpose, allowing alchemy to unfold its corrugated purpose. Why do you think bees' flight is engineered the way it is? Nature and natural always use the way of alchemy, the way of insatural witness to navigate themselves in concert with the bigger picture beyond themselves. The star chart of your natural flow is threaded throughout your life, and the up-close breath of your own breathing allows you to ascertain the way forward. Allow the deep magic, the wild nature to inform you of what you used to know. Be at peace with up close, be ready for up close, be willing to be up close, and you will see the magic unfurl its red flag on the red thread of purpose, purpose always aligned with the mother. The mother of compassion, love, and well-being, the well, deep and not without mystery, not without darkness, not without water over your head and holding your breath. The well of being is the travel you committed to when you chose. You chose this life. You chose this time. You chose this space. You chose this living. You chose this unfolding. Don't try to put it back in the bottle. It is spilled ink that has stained you. You are marked with its color, its scent, its ringing in your ears. Don't trim your ears again. Instead, listen to what is in front of you. Witness yourself being in front of what you are in front of. Observe your trust in the mother and why it is she who has gifted you with what you thought you did not want. Rest assured, gifts come in all sizes and packages, and you are the one that allows yourself to be available to the mystery. The feelings forged in the earlier parts of our lives have now become part of who we feel we are. That is what living is about, moving feelings through stories, moving stories through feelings, and layering down the fibers of our listening. We channel this through the registries of all that we endure, all that we respond to, all that we long for, all that we feel gestating into, the prowess we need to know our territory. We succeed ourselves by the patting down of the nature we find. It allows us relief, access, registers, and power, the amalgamated communion that we engage in, to live fully our body zero zone. In the beginning of time, there was an intention that threaded through the very fibers of feelings we registered. We registered light, we registered dark, and we registered the between. As beings that have learned to gather wisdom from every intricate fiber of registry, we never miss a code, we never miss a click, we never miss a lay down, even though we may not speak of it. There is always a click to hear, and a registry that binds us to the living nature of awareness, that muscles through our senses and stays open even to what we do not want to know, feel, or notice. When the compass registers, the body clicks, analyses, seals, and delivers, and in the nature of living, we find the ways that this delivery happens. Sometimes it emotions, other times it weighs in, but the emotionary awareness has all levels of registry available. We are cold, we are witnessed, and the aviary emotionary system is always awake to our needs. We move through under ourselves, and we must not become numb to our own registries. When we feel, we are full voice of what is living, desiring, hoping for within us. The innocence of our lives never fades. In so many ways we are newborn inside of each moment in time. There never is a repeat, access, or non-witness. The loudness just shifts in tones of epicury rhythms. In this time of evolutionary rhythms, we are becoming more procured in this ability to live in more exquisite sensorial realizations. Promise yourself to become more alive than what you have witnessed up to now. Smell the smell of the smell of smelling. Breathe the breath of the breath breathing. Taste the taste of the whole world tasting. Become the memory maker of what makes memory. Don't just smell the garden, be the garden. Be the garden smelling you smelling what still allows smelling to reign in the sensorial memory. Be the barker of the bark of the dog. Be the dog of what barks at the moon. Be the moon that barks back at the dog barking as you bark your way through the continent of awareness. When you've learned to be the responder of what needs response and the response of what needs the responder, you will be flush, and your hand will win the game and signal your course ahead, so you will know who's coming and feel safe that it is you, yourself, not another you barely know. Knock, 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 the morning drift of every day will fill your senses of the day before. It knows the world you live in, potentarily. Closure. Light your morning with the smell of your interiority received. Jophiel, the Archangel of Beauty, is over all the blues in the garden. Publishers Suzanne and Robert Hay. Clarity. The red thread reaches back in time, when cat vision was more about seeing in the dark. Storytelling is the magic way of the female. Sophiac Mycelial. Thread, harmonizing all parts of toneal self, #96. This imprintable pattern harmonizes all sound through the tone of self in the nuclei of each cellular process, so that the projected embodiment of body tone can move freely from beingness in all momentum. Body Zero Codex, codial marks, in the nuclei of the sovereignty of self.